But one thing for sure, when you pray to God, it's always according to His will and according to His timetable. We cannot, because you are praying, you don't use prayer to ang tawag sa Lord, you will force God to answer. He will answer it always in the right time. That's God. So, sometimes we struggle in waiting. We become impatient. But the Lord is developing in us first our faith. Because time sometimes is very crucial in our faith. You wait because you believe. And because you believe, you can wait. Yan. Di ba? You could wait because you believe. And you believe, that's why you can wait. To develop our faith. And also to develop our patience. Patience. The Bible says, let patience, in James says, let patience do its work so that we will, what you call, be matured. Learn to be patient, to wait. Maghugat. Because everything is in the process. No, we struggle while waiting. We struggle in the process. We want to expedite everything. We want instant, but we have to wait. And while waiting, there is always a struggle. There is a struggle. Kung talaga our mind or doubting, maybe it would answer or not. But one thing for sure, we have to also examine ourselves. Why? Why it takes long? Why there's a struggle? The first question is there, Lord, am I in the midst of your will? Does what I am asking from you is in the midst of your will? It is your will? Because if it's the will of God, it shall come to pass. Maybe there is an obstruction from the enemy, but if it's the will of God, don't give up. Another thing, if it is not the will of God for you, so you ask God, it is your will, Lord, this is your will. Because no amount of endurance, no amount of patience, no amount of perseverance that would make whatever you ask from God to come to pass, because it is not His will. Even you say you are a strong-willed person, maybe you're just a hard-headed person to push through it because kahit mali, diretso pa rin. It will not work. It will just a waste of your time, energy, and money. So ask God, Lord, is this your will for me? If it's the will of God, then wait for it. Hang on. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's the word here. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. It is the will of God. And that's why we have to develop our faith. Faith here is very crucial because without faith, you will not wait for God. Doubt would come in. But if you believe it is the will of God for you, it is your goal, it is your plan, Lord, you know that God will bless that. You know, I know what I'm talking about, especially when waiting for something. Are you praying for something? Matagal? Huh? Until now, still praying? No? Whatever it is. When I was still in the ship, working as a seaman, I used to board the ship by worldly way. One worldly way. Maglagay lang. Under the table, sakay na. No problem. Give money. Give money to the company, you will. When I get born again, I get the Bible. I said, this is not right. It's unfair to those other seamen who have no money. I have experienced, I have already finished my one-year contract. Still, they're there waiting because they have no money to could give to the company. So I said, this is not fair. So I choose to believe God. But the thing is, I have no connection. So I pray to God, Lord, sasakay ako ng barko na ikaw talagang pasakay sa akin, hindi maglalagay ng pera. That's what I do. So, it takes me 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 2 years and a half. Now, the waiting now. That's what I'm talking about, the waiting. Plus the pressures around. My parents said, what are you doing in Manila? Kung hindi ka makasakay, uwi ka na lang dito. Mga ganong pressure ba? Oh, diba? O kung yung mga naghahanap ng asawa dyan, yung pressures paligid, ngayon, hanggang wala pang asawa? Wala pa? That's the pressure around you, huh? Because you want the tendency to also have to, parang, kung sino lang dyan, sige, parang ganun lang. Kung sino lang dyan, sige. No. Wait for the right person. So, I'm so discouraged. I'm 2 years and a half, tendency now, my mind started to doubt, and tendency to go back. Lagay ulit, give money. No, Lord, no. So, I'm so discouraged. Sometimes that's how it happens to you when you're waiting for something, praying for something that not yet come for time. Then one time, I watching basketball. At the time, 80s, where the PBA is really very strong, unlike today. A championship between Ginebra and Shell. Best of 7 series. At that time, the score, 3-0. 0 ang Ginebra, 3 ang Shell. The Shell team needs only 1 win. They're the champion. First time in the PBA history. Then what happens? 4th game, Ginebra wins 1-0. 5th game, Ginebra wins 3-2. Then, the 6th game, Ginebra wins 3-3. Then, championship, best of 7, Ginebra wins. You know? Up from the 3-0-3, they win. And the announcer has said something like this that struck me. He said, this Ginebra team, they have a never say die spirit. They refuse to die. They refuse to give up. 3-0. But they refuse to give up, fighting every game to win. And yes, they won the championship. That struck my mind. I would have a never say die spirit. Don't give up. So, what I did, wait, pray. And here's something. While praying, while waiting, some people, I don't know what happened to their faith, become lie low sa Ginoo. Lie low in their commitment. I don't know what happened. Lie low. Maybe there's a problem or there's a reason, whatever. Lie low in their commitment. That's not to be. While waiting, continue. That is the spirit. Continue what you have to do. So I always go to church and pray to God, Lord, help me. I always go to the company. I continue to apply. And they say, sorry, no vacancy. Continue to apply. Some people, because they are discouraged, they stay at home. Because they're discouraged. And what would happen if you're discouraged? What would happen if you give up? Tell me. What would happen if you give up? What would happen? And that's what the enemy is waiting for you, to lie low. Because you're now weak, he could bring everything on you. That's why continue to be strong in the Lord while waiting. Continue what you are doing to do. Not lie low or your commitment is became weaker because of maybe of some problem or maybe some other priorities. But continue what you have to do to God. Continue to be strong in faith. So I did that. Then one day, somebody introduced me to a woman in the church. Said, "Are you Simon?" "Yes, ma'am." Somebody said, "You're Simon?" "Yes, sir." "Come to the office on a Monday." "Okay." I go to, "Okay, this is my calling card." I go to that office. And oh my God, very good company. This is a Norwegian company. Bing! Money. Norwegian company gives high salary. Yes, Lord. I could smell. Monday I came, and I said, "Who is this woman?" That woman is the manager. So I came to her office and said, "Okay, bring complete, okay. Next month, you're going to board a ship." My goodness. I don't know this woman, but the Lord used this woman. And you know where I met her? In the church. In the church. I always look for her, but I cannot look for her. Because then one day, I don't know why I was late. Maybe I'm late. I don't know why I'm late. To the midweek service. So the midweek starts at 6 o'clock. So it's now 6:30. I'm late at that. I don't know late. But there's a purpose. As I go in the door, he's also coming out. You? Yes, ma'am. It's me. So you're the one in the lobby. We meet in the lobby. So I believe it's God's predestination I'll be here. That I'll be late at this time because this woman would also go out early. And that's the time. And yes, it is. I was boarded a Norwegian ship and with high salary. I said, it really pays off to be patient. Never say, "Die, spirit." Don't give up. Whatever God has promised, whatever you're asking from God, be sure it's in the will of God. Wait for it. Wait for it. It shall come to pass. Why? Okay, verses here in Hebrew. In Hebrew. Our second reading. Look at that. In Hebrew. Our second tell us. Hebrew chapter 10. Verse 23. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, without doubt. For he who promised is faithful. Whatever the promises of God in His Word, whatever we ask from God in line to His will, it shall come to pass. Because He is faithful. Maasahan. Hindi tayo ilalaglag ni Lord. Maasahan ang Kanyang promises. He is faithful. He is faithful. That's why